There are so many issues to get stuck in today, and we want you to get involved. Send us your voice notes of around 20 seconds or your messages via WhatsApp. Scan that QR code or use the WhatsApp number 07514917075, and on the socials make sure you use the hashtag SkySportsFC so we can pick it up. Right, England have named their squad for the games against Wales and Latvia, and we can join our football correspondent Rob Dorset now. Right, who's in, Rob?
Tom, take a breath, because this is going to surprise you. It's a really surprising squad that Thomas Tuchel has named. One that looks very similar, you have to say, to the one he selected last month. But there are some big names who are back available, and some of them are not in there. Absolutely chief of those is Jude Bellingham, the man who's just been named England's Player of the Season for last season in an England shirt, is not included in this squad, even though, as far as we're aware, he's fit and available. Remember, he had that shoulder surgery, which kept him out for several weeks, missed out for Real Madrid, missed out on the England squad in September, but he's back playing, and he's not in Thomas Tuchel's England squad. Now, we don't know why. I cannot believe he's been dropped. He's England's best player, England's most important player. Thomas Tuchel has alluded to that himself. So I suspect there's been some discussion with Real Madrid and with the player himself about the loading and how much game time he's had since he's come back from injury. But that needs an explanation when we hear from the England manager in less than an hour's time now on Sky Sports News. Big headline, Jude Bellingham not included in this England squad. Bukayo Saka is straight back in. He's recovered from that hamstring problem. We expected him to go back in. He has. But another big headline for you, Phil Foden, who's been outstanding for Manchester City this season. We thought and expected that he would be called back up into this squad, especially with Cole Palmer missing. No, Phil Foden is not in this squad either. Neither is Jack Grealish, despite his good form for Everton. And that surprises a few people as well. If he's not going to get in this squad with the way he's playing right now, it looks a long road for him to get into the World Cup squad next summer, you have to say. Elliot Anderson, the standout player of the last international break, he keeps his place, but Adam Wharton misses out once again. It's a squad of 24, as it was last month, but only 3 changes from that squad. Tino Livramento is out because of injury. Jarell Quansah comes in for him in this squad, as he did in replacing him in injury in the last month's squad. Noni Madueke, of course, is out. Bukayo Saka comes in for him. Adam Wharton, who was named in that last squad but hasn't played under Thomas Tuchel yet, he's out. Ruben Loftus-Cheek, who was a late call-up, keeps his place. So, look, I'll run through the squad for you very, very briefly. Jay, I'm afraid there is no Tyrick Mitchell at left-back. He's sticking with the options he had there in the previous squad. The 3 goalkeepers we expected: Dean Henderson, Jordan Pickford, James Trafford. The defenders: Dan Burn, Mark Gay, Reece James, Ezri Konsa, Miles Lewis-Skelly, Jarell Quansah, Jed Spence and John Stones. Thomas Tuchel desperate to see John Stones in an England shirt because he hasn't played for him so far and had to withdraw from the last camp because of injury. In the midfield, Elliot Anderson, as we say. Morgan Gibbs-White keeps his place. Jordan Henderson, Ruben Loftus-Cheek, Declan Rice and Morgan Rogers. And then in the forward department, Jared Bowen, Eberechi Eze, Anthony Gordon, Harry Kane, Marcus Rashford, Bukayo Saka and Ollie Watkins. So some real headlines there, but none bigger than Jude Bellingham missing out.
Yeah, and we'll see what Tuchel has to say at 11 o'clock. Rob, thank you. Right, good morning to Jay Bothroyd. So no Jude Bellingham. Surely he's not dropped. He can't be. I mean, we're going to hear from Thomas Tuchel at 11 o'clock.
There's some shocking decisions. To be perfectly honest, I mean, even the Phil Foden one, that's more shocking to me, because at his absolute best, in my opinion, Phil Foden, if you play him as a number 10, is our best number 10. But then, I mean, he's not in the squad. Bellingham's not in the squad. Great player. Grealish, he's been playing well, not in the squad. Wharton, not in the squad. And then you see Ollie Watkins in there. As much as I like Ollie Watkins as a forward, he works really hard. He gets assists, gets goals. He hasn't played well this season so far. So I'm surprised to see him in. To be honest, I'm pretty shocked. I can't lie.
OK, you asked for Tyrick Mitchell to be in. Was that because of him personally, or you think there's just a dearth of left-backs at the moment for England?
Personally, he's played fantastically well for Crystal Palace. He's always fit. Like you rarely see him out of the team. Was it 19 games unbeaten now at Palace? Defensive line really solid. gets up and down, good delivery. I don't know why he would be getting overlooked. Livramento's injured. Yes, there's Skelly, but there's a real shortage of left-backs. You know, before we used to have, quite a lot of fullbacks to choose from. Now we don't have that, and he'll be really disappointed that he's not in this squad.
And is there... You mentioned Ollie Watkins there, who hasn't found form yet, although he did score at the weekend, didn't he? Is there a lack of strikers as well, then? If we can pick if England are picking an out-of-form striker, does that mean that there's not enough strikers?
Yeah, I definitely would say so, especially as that number 9 role. Obviously, Kane's always going to play when he's fit. He's still, unbelievable, arguably the best number 9 in the world. I think if Delap was fit and playing, I think he probably would be in this squad now, because I think he's a fantastic young player, great talent, can score goals.
There's only 2 out-and-out strikers, really. Kane and Watkins are in there. I mean, yes, I know Rashford.
There is definitely a shortage,
Tom. There. Bowen has played there, but they're the only 2 out-and-out.
But we don't want to put round pegs in square holes. We want to have your best players playing in their best positions, and that's what you see with the other nations that are successful. They don't go out there and be a makeshift left winger when you've never played there. Sometimes you can step in, but ultimately you want to play your best players in the best positions, and I think that's how you get a successful national team.
There was a message just before. There's one on the screen there from Adam, but the one before was from someone called Elliot, who said that he thinks Jude Bellingham is overrated and not as important to England as we think.
I don't think he's overrated. I think we're going a step too far there. I think he's still a great player, Jude Bellingham. He scored some really important goals in the Euros. I don't think he still didn't have the best Euros, but he did score some really important goals for us. But there's no doubt about it. He's an unbelievable talent, and I think he will go from strength to strength. But like you said, if you're talking about an absolute number 10, of all the ones we have at their very, very best, I would still take Palmer and Foden as a number 10 in that position over Bellingham.
Graham,
I see Bellingham as number 8.
Yeah, well, actually, funny enough, so do I, but he seems to be seen as a 10 by everyone else. A message there on WhatsApp from Graham says, no Wharton, no Mitchell, just laughable. Now, he might be a Crystal Palace fan, he might not be, because even so, it shows how well that those two have been playing.
I don't understand. Why is Wharton not in it? There's so many top clubs at the moment.
He has been injured. I wonder if
hovering around him. Yeah. But if he's carrying injury, yes, then I can understand. But ultimately, he's a top player, and I don't understand why he's not in the squad. Again, like the comment there, he's been performing really well. He's got a calmness on the ball. He controls the tempo. You barely see him lose it. He makes a lot of forward passes in between the lines into them little pockets. I'm surprised he's not in it. And is it because it's Crystal Palace? Well, if he was playing for Arsenal or Liverpool or Man City or Chelsea, would he be in the squad then? I think he probably would.
Well, he's definitely fit because he played last night against Dynamo Kiev. He played against Liverpool in that victory at the weekend.
There you go.
And he also played the week before away at West Ham. So he's certainly fit. So
is it big club bias?
That does seem like a strange one.